and welcome to another episode of Perfect Pitch. It's the favourite time of the year. It is Women's Football Weekend, where we highlight grassroots football upwards for women. It's a huge day, and there's loads of really great matches on, right, Al?
Yeah, absolutely. But we also want to talk about the fact that we're honouring the past and that, the ones that have come before us. I know you have a special affinity with Lily Parr.
I do, because as a little kid, I mean, like, full disclosure, if you didn't already know, I'm gay, so obviously I've just outed myself. I know, shock, horror. Look at this. It's the hair that does it, right? Yeah, but as a little kid, many years ago, I remember reading about it somewhere, and it stuck with me. You know, seeing Lily Parr, seeing the episode, seeing the pictures, I should say, of the team back in the day, and it's like, oh my god, oh, they're like me. Oh wow, this has been going on for years, but no one else really knew of them. So to hear her name heard quite a lot is a great thing, and to see the pictures, and not just her, there's so many other people as well come up, even like the Hope Pals as well, like the closer generations as well, which is nearer my generations. You know, can never forget the people that came before you, right, Al?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And if you're ever in Manchester, there is a statue to Lily Parr up in the National Football Museum. It's worth a look just for that. So
Yeah.
definitely next time you come up, Joe.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I sort of missed it last time I was up, so yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So look, again, women's football weekend, loads of big matches. Which ones to look out for? Because I love the derbies, don't we?
Gonna say we've got they plan them really well for this weekend because it's gonna grab the neutral and the first timers'
Yeah,
attention. We've got lots of derbies. We've got the North London derby, which is Arsenal Spurs, which is going to be really interesting this time around because normally it's a given Arsenal win, but Spurs are flying high, as are Arsenal, currently unbeaten. So that's going to be a proper clash of the Titans.
mm-hmm.
You've also got the Second City derby with Aston Villa and Birmingham, more at
Mm.
the bottom end of the table. But it'll be interesting to see who can claim honours because Birmingham won the first one, then it was a draw for the second one with a very last minute equaliser from Birmingham. So it's going to be interesting to see how they've changed because obviously Carla Ward has flipped to the other side of Birmingham. So that's going to be a huge one. And then also, even though it's not really a derby, it feels like a derby, which is Manchester City versus Chelsea, because that's a game everybody looks out for. Manchester City not on the greatest form at the moment. Chelsea fighting Arsenal for that title. So it'll be interesting again to see if it's going to be another FA Cup semi-final where Chelsea absolutely walk over them, or if
Yeah.
there's going to be some fight back in Man City. But we're going to talk about our derby because I feel like West Ham Reading is a derby. Like there's always a something, there's a fire and a passion whenever we play them.
There really is, Al. I must admit, because I think as well, like Reading, especially last year, was a physical side, and I think we have now overtaken them as the most physical side. Correct me if I'm wrong, in the WSL this season.
No, you are absolutely right. In the fact that Reading lost a lot of physicality last season. So you had Farah retire, you had Joe Potter retire. Dan Carter's gone to Birmingham. Emma Mitchell is currently on maternity leave because she's very preggers at the
Oh
moment.
yes.
So they've lost, Maz came to us and now has gone to Aston Villa, but they've lost a lot of what made them the most physical team. I think the most physical player they've got at the moment is Brooke Chaplin, because even Remy Allen's she went to Leicester and then she went to Aston Villa. Like, they lost a lot of that physicality over the last couple of seasons, whereas we have picked it up. You look at Abby, you look at Yui, you look at players like that. They've 100% picked that. And that's all I can describe it as.
But you kind of expect, though, Kelly Chambers to have that sort of squad. Maybe that's what I was kind of thinking of then, as now, really. But yeah, so I mean, and not forgetting as well, obviously, the midfield side of all this, right? With I've been following Canadian football for a while. Since 2015 is actually the World Cup that actually got me into watching women's football. I mean, it's not been that long, really. It's 6 years.
That one.
Yeah, so it's from there I started getting season tickets and going to West Ham Women, obviously. So I always have a soft spot, obviously, for the Canadians. Now we've got Leon as well. Her Olympian companion, Rose, as well, is one that I can't wait to watch.
Yeah, I think that is going to be how Chambers is going to try and break our defense. She's going to go direct in the middle
Yeah.
because we've got really great wingers. We've got Lisa, who is back and fit and will probably be playing. We've got Z
Yes.
who can do it. We've got Svitskova who can do it. We've got a lot of people that can run up and down that wing. So I think she's going to go more for the middle. And the matchup I want to see is Deanna Rose versus Abby Lee Stringer because they're both very physical players. Rose had a cracking game against Birmingham last week, scoring a couple of goals, and them two, it's going to be just a cracking matchup to see how they go because both are very physical teams. I know Abby said in an interview that she did a tackle on her first game for us, which was against Brighton, and we all cheered, and she was like, "Oh, I love that."
Oh, okay. We'll have to cheer a little bit louder if that's possible. Actually, I don't know. Is that possible? We can cheer any louder? I don't know. No, no. But yeah, so look, so you think, obviously, because the match against Arsenal, so you think basically that Kelly's looked at it and thought, oh, if we're going to get through anywhere, it's going to be the midfield, right?
Yeah, we had a couple of dicey moments in the midfield. No naming other players, but some of them didn't have their greatest game,
Yeah.
and it just didn't work out that way. Because also they've got a great centre forward in Natasha Dowie,
Mm.
who, if anyone follows women's football and has followed women's football before, you all know what a legend Natasha Dowie is. And she's played for multiple clubs. She's played for both the Merseyside clubs. She's gone out to Australia. She played for, I believe it was Milan, and scored 12 goals in 25 appearances for Milan last season. And I think that is again going to be another direct one, and that's going to be a matchup with her old foe, our captain Jilly. Like that is a proper old school like battle that I think is thing. So I do think that she's going to go more for the central,
Central.
but we've got the players to fill that gap because with Grace coming back, that can allow Kate to move more forward into a position that
That
is
she loves.
yeah, is being
Mm.
that centre mid, a more defensive midfielder. You know, we've got Yui who is little but solid.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't want to bump into her, and as you know, I'm not sly.
Yeah, she's little but solid, and of
Yeah,
course
yeah.
we've got Abby, who we've mentioned before, and we've got those wingers. So I do think we can keep it tight, but then ping it out
Yeah,
and get those crosses in, which hopefully Claudia will be able to get on the
yeah.
end of.
Well, for the first season, I think, we've actually got options as well.
Yeah,
I don't think I've really said that last season.
because we didn't.
No, we didn't have any, no. But I think also it is the mindset of the club as well, like with the backroom staff, especially with Paul Konchesky's influence, I guess, from the bit of obviously a defender himself, playing for the badge, loving West Ham as well. That's got to instill something special. And I do think that the club now, all the players are of the ilk where they are playing for the badge, because no one is bigger than the club. Am I right or wrong?
No, you are very right. You know, very right. We've got a lot of fan favourites.
Mm.
There's no more players that we don't want playing for us anymore. Again, no names, but we had a good clear out now that you can feel the ethos of the club. You know, when we lose, it hurts, and it hurts for the right reasons. It's not because there was miscommunication. It's not because we've all been sniping at each other. It's because we win as a team, we lose as a team, and you can see it and you feel it.
You can feel it, the atmosphere. I've never felt that before. I know, like, obviously we're at Dagenham, so you could say it's because we're at different ground, but you're still close. We was always that close to the pitch, but you can feel it. It feels kind of electric. And I know a couple of people that sit right at the gods at the back at the I can't remember what sort of. Such a new ground. I can't even know where the stands are. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so they sit right at the back, and they said that they can still feel that electricity as well. But I do think it's because now we are actually all playing together, and well, let's face it, there's no egos anymore.
Exactly, and so it just makes it so exciting. So if you can come down to Dagenham, I mean, but in general, like as you've said, if you can get down to a women's football match, even if it's Spurs, you can get down to this is the weekend to throw your support behind women's
Mm.
football. Because what else are you going to be doing?
Yeah, and the tickets are really cheap, and you are seeing quality, and it is all about the badge, the team that you support as well. So just go on and give it a little go, and give us a shout as well, because we're always around there with all the supporters groups as well.
Yeah.
Because I know, like with you, Al, and Zoe with the West Ham United Women's Supporters Club,
Yeah.
you're going to do something special from January as well, aren't you? So
So you can follow us on like our socials because you will want to be in the know. You don't want to be trailing behind. You want to be in the know. So if you start following us now, then you'll get everything in January, and you'll see the massive. We've had a soft launch. We're going for a big launch
yeah.
in January.
Okay, so come and see both the clubs. Again, it's a really big weekend for all women's football. So come along and have some pictures taken if you would like, or just hide behind the flag and just hold it up will be fine. Yeah. So look, we've got so Reading 6 points, 1-2, lost 4. Scored 6, let in 10. West Ham 8 points, drew 2, lost 2, 1-2. Scored 8, let 8 in, but 4 of those goals was at Arsenal. So that was just a bit of housekeeping, so everyone knows where we are, right? So scores, Al, scores.
I'm going 3-0 West Ham.
Okay, Macca, other clean sheet for you then. Yep.
Yep.
On fire at the moment, isn't she? And I'm going 3-1. I'm doing 3-1. I think they've got the quality enough in the squad, and I think Kelly has been building on something quite special. I think next season, especially, I think if they keep hold of the key players, I think they're going to do really well next season. So they're gradually building up, especially coming off of the both 3-0 wins from Villa and Birmingham City. So yeah, I'm going to go 3-1. I think they're going to nick a goal. I don't want them to, obviously, but I think they will.
Well, no, give a good shout out to Macca though, because I think the score last weekend does not reflect the performance, and if it hadn't been her in goal, we would have lost by a much more embarrassing scoreline. She's been come on leaps and bounds, and I'm saying it now. She's my player of the season. I'm calling it this early because the improvement she has made, and I always knew she was a quality keeper, but we're now seeing that quality I knew she had, and she is absolutely phenomenal.
We all knew it was in her, didn't we? I think, well, the Pride of Irons members, I know they were, if for full disclosure, I'm coming out. Yes, I'm gay, if you didn't know. So obviously, yeah, with Pride of Irons. So yeah, so with the Pride of Irons, Macca was the player of the season. So it wasn't a surprise for me, because for me, she literally did save us, pardon the pun, the last couple of months.
You and your puns.
They just come out of my mouth. I'm not even realising it's happening. Anyway, listen, please come down and watch the matches, and like and subscribe. We'll be doing a lot more stuff soon, so that, yeah, so you watch again after January. January's going to be a very busy month for you, Ali.
It is. It's a good thing that I'm there. It's lots of coffee.
Yeah, lots of coffee, yeah, and cider for me. Anyway, thanks for looking in or listening in, and we will catch you all again soon. Cheers, Ali.
Bye, guys.